Sulphuric acid, what to study? Contact process, equations with conditions, acidic behavior of dilute H2SO4, oxidizing agent, reactions with carbon and sulfur, dehydrating agent, dehydration of sugar and copper sulfate crystals, non-volatile nature, typical acid property. Contact process, industrial method of preparation. Sulfur burned to produce SO2. S plus O2 produces SO2. Iron pyrites burn to produce SO2. FeS2 reacts with oxygen producing SO2 and Fe2O3. SO2 oxidized to SO3 by O2. Catalyst V2O5. Temperature 450 degrees Celsius. Pressure 1 to 2 atm. SO2 reacts with O2 at 450 degrees Celsius and presence of catalyst V2O5 producing SO3. SO3 dissolves in conc H2SO4. SO3 reacts with H2SO4 producing H2S2O7. Oleum diluted with water H2S2O7 reacts with water producing H2SO4. H2S2O7 is called oleum or pyrosulfuric acid. Production of SO2. Sulfur or iron pyrite is burnt in presence of air to produce sulfur dioxide. Sulfur plus oxygen produces sulfur dioxide. FeS2 plus oxygen produces Fe2O3 and SO2. SO3 not dissolved in water. The reactions of SO3 and water is highly exothermic. The heat produced in the reaction causes the formation of mist of droplets of sulfuric acid. The acid cannot be recovered. Conditions: temperature 450 to 500 degrees C, pressure 1 to 2 atm, catalyst V2O5, vanadium pentaoxide, platinum can also be used. Properties of concentrated H2SO4: dehydrating agent, oxidizing agent, non-volatile acid. Dehydrating agent, concentrated H2SO4 has strong affinity for water. Dehydration of sugar, sugar turns black with conc H2SO4. C12H22O11 decomposes producing conc H2SO4, carbon and water. Dehydration of copper sulfate crystal. Copper sulfate crystals turn into white powder with conc H2SO4. CuSO4.5H2O decomposes producing conc H2SO4, CuSO4 and 5 molecules of water. Water of crystallization is observed by conc H2SO4. Oxidizing agent oxidizes carbon and sulfur, itself gets reduced to SO2. Carbon plus H2SO4 produces CO2, SO2 and water. Sulfur plus H2SO4 produces SO2 and water. Non-volatile property can be used to prepare hydrogen chloride and nitric acid. NaCl plus H2SO4 produces NaHSO4 and HCl. NaNO3 plus H2SO4 produces NaHSO4 and HNO3. In both the reactions, temperature should be below 200 degrees C. Typical acid, dilute H2SO4, reaction with metal carbonate, sulfite, sulfide and metal. Typical acid property, dilute H2SO4. Reacts with carbonate, CO2 given out which turns lime water milky but has no effect on K2Cr2O7 paper. Reacts with sulfite, SO2 given out which turns orange K2Cr2O7 paper green and pink KMNO4 paper white. Reacts with sulfite, H2S given out which turns lead acetate paper black. Reactions of dilute sulfuric acid. Reacts with metal, H2 given out with brisk effervescence. Reacts with BaCl2 solution, white precipitate formed. Reacts with lead nitrate solution, white precipitate formed, insoluble on heating.